of the bloody way!
Worthless!
I've never been so mad. Your bumper
Let's not get involved with these wankers.
Big God!
Has Bloom been hacked? While Bloom has so far denied rumors that any data breach has occurred, millions fear they are soon to have their digital secrets exposed. Visit GBB for more on this developing story.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. I don't think Albion are above torturing Angel if they find out he's dead sec.
Searching for whoever's compromised the vehicle.
Smart door on the planet, or we have problems.
Not listening to me. Right. No. 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 Okay. It's okay.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Go fly somewhere else.
Oh my god, I know.
What the hell is going on?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Fuck. Hard to believe our government is fine with treating anyone this way, illegal or not. You could disappear without a trace in here and no one would notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fucking hell. Mary Kelly and her gang of thugs have their grubby mitts in everything dodgy that happens in this city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
On the move. Katie.
Find the suspect. Begin a search.
Somewhere. Stay alert. Area clear.
For fuck's sake!
No illusions from here on in.
Bagley, tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Okay, enough already, Bagley.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done, well done.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? You know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
They implanted him with something. We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So they've implanted a microchip in Angel's neck. Health monitor? A tracker, maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on his tail, he might have got away.
Parker! Get him before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuck! He might make it.
Fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well, that was unexpected. I have a feeling that microchip wasn't just a simple tracking device.
Looks like it's been activated. I don't know how bad things are, especially with Mary Kelly in this, but Angel might be alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Fuck out of here. Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location. Received. Mobilizing now. Out. Suspect has a gun. I say again, suspect has a weapon over. Received, we are in pursuit.
So this is where those Clan Kelly boys brought Angel. Not exactly postcard material, is it?
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
Right, that's a dead set.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
Want some more in that?
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we? There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
Taking fire!
They'll get away!
I'm trapped here!
Man, just listen. What? What's going on, mate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bloody hell, man. You won't believe what I've seen. Fuck! What? They're burning corpses. Human bodies. This place was supposed to be closed.
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's where we're going then.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Oh, brilliant.
Trumps technology. The door is sealed. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm not gonna cut you. Well, it's over here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You all right? That bastard was ready to do you in just now.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
You're that police inspector, Caitlin Lau, aren't you? We got your videos. Not bad at all. Takes guts to go after Mary Kelly on your own.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Not really. A mate disappeared from the EPC. The trail brought me here. So this is where all the missing people ended up. Nasty business.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
Easy does it now. I better call someone to get you to safety. I'll find Angel, then I'll get your files. I bet we could use them.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Well, we better work together then. Because I have a feeling we're going to be looking into Mary Kelly after all of this.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. For your help.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Only none of them were willing donors, were they? Mary Kelly has a lot to answer for. Fucking hell. Bagley run some facial reconstruction. These poor bastards are beyond disfigured.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative. Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... Never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day? Well... Done. You got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into meat. Chop chop.
No fucking kidding.
Huh? DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
I didn't think DedSec would be working with a cop one day, even an ex-cop. But yeah, we got you. Together, we'll stop Mary Kelly from destroying more lives.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bags, call in everyone. We need to have a look at these files and figure out our plan of attack.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Starkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh. Give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking, the Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
That's not how it works, mate. Scotland Yard was corrupt through and through. Why do you think that'll change?
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office. An honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime. Specific...
It's unacceptable! I just can't handle this right now.
What do you think you're gonna work out?
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
I'm not gonna let my blood...
Fucking firebrand? Really proud of you, something stupid. Should just look up being
In the event of a terrorist attack or other threat, follow instructions.
This is brilliant. Amazing.
Nervous, are we? No problem. You're good to go.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
Fucking what?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mindfucker.
You're lucky you don't have one of those chips in you as well. You don't seem the type to live under Kelly's heel.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Proszę! Nie!
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
You won't. I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
It's that initiative I'm smelling, Peter. Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
That's what that microchip is for. If they step out of line, she sells them for parts. Quite a deterrent.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have you got, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Options, options. What to do?
I've marked both on your optic. Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map. I'll give you the bad news first. One of your operatives has been kidnapped. Also, there's no good news.
Fucking hell.
Lucky for you, I was able to track down a likely suspect in the few seconds it took you to formulate that angry grunt. She's an avowed enemy of DedSec with a personal grudge against us. Finding her should lead us to our operative.
On it.
You can't replace the human... That's curious. Oh my gosh! I love it. Oh. Not now. I'm doing reconnaissance. Please, you're invading my space?
What's this bird's story then, Bagley?
She's an activist who's been trying to gather intel on Albion personnel movements through the city. Looks like she wants to stay one step ahead of the goons. Smart.
My guess is, if we help her out, she'd be willing to join the cause.
Understood. The easiest way to obtain the data would be to steal an Albion heavy assault vehicle and dissect its onboard satnav. That would give us a clear picture of Albion's recent movements.
Right. I'll have a go.
What are you even thinking?
got a vehicle, now what?
I can confirm that the onboard hard drive contains all the data our friend could need. Pushing you a suitable drop-off point.
On my way.
Our activist friend has come to collect the vehicle.
This calls for a chat.
Intriguing. It seems your AI omitted some key details about this data delivery. This is excellent.
Bagley is a master of understatement. Not a point. The point is, you'll be rather chuffed with what's on that thing's hard drive.
I couldn't agree more. With this data, I'll be able to stay one step ahead of Albion. Anyway, I owe you a favour now.
You can go your own way, or you can join DedSec. What do you think?
Fine.
Anybody help me? Me looking for work. Anything. I'm your gal. Oh, please help anyone. Look at me sign. Please, I'm a skilled worker. I just need a chance. Please, I just want to work. Hey, see me? Shit on it.
Stand together and stand.
Devastation!
And you thought you could talk to me because...
She's got an attitude problem.
Perhaps she has something bigger to worry about than us. Albion's been following her around like an amorous teenager who thinks that persistence is a replacement for personality. They're raiding all the locations in her recent GPS history.
I reckon that's something DedSec should look into.
Got it. I've tracked down an officer who was at the most recent raid. You can scrape their optic for intel.
How's my breath?
This takes me back.
Bad guys.
I'm here.
That brilliant Albion goon left their optic on passive listening mode. Must have skipped counter-surveillance day in fascist school. They might have recorded something about our prospect.
Piece of piss. I'll get the data.
Found her.
My access.
Wait, is it just that?
Fuck's sake.
You should be paying me to do this.
Hang on. That drone's been hacked. Lockdown.
Yes, yes, well done. Now get out of there so we can take a look at what you've got. Just as I thought. Take a listen to this.
You find the drugs cache?
It was right where you said. Aren't we lucky?
Told you not to worry. We've got that acid over a barrel. The goods will always be where they need to be.
That's a piss-poor attempt at coded language, isn't it? It seems I was wrong. The woman we're after isn't being hunted by Albion. She's planting evidence for them.
Let's have a little chat with her. Set up a meet, Bagman.
Amongst London's homeless.
We need a game job site. Anyway, then I looked through my friend in her area. And my
Oh,
girls
right there talking about how rough the black
Good for that.
I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, what is it?
Word is you're planting evidence for Albion. You have some explaining to do.
You think I want to be doing this? Albion's got dirt on me. Major dirt. If I don't play ball, I'm fucked.
And supposing I could make your little problem disappear, what then?
What? Break into Albion and wipe their servers? If you could do that, I'd owe you my life. But I'm not holding my breath.
My guess is, if we help her out, she'd be willing to join the cause.
Albion stores sensitive data like this on air-gapped servers, so zeroing those hard drives will solve her problem and put an end to this whole evidence planting scheme.
All right, then. Let's have the coordinates.
Time for me to go.
This is a secure Albion facility, so you can access the blackmail material they have on our friend by hacking the on-site servers.
Fucking alarm. Obviously, we'll set it off. We have strange activity here. Let's find the intruder.
Initiating search.
Set off the alarms, Long. Gone. All clear now. Going back to my post.
This gear is top shelf.
access the blackmail material Albion has on our friend from this server.
What was that? Over there. Got a casualty here.
Bloody hell! Someone help!
I see a firearm.
I lost visual. Let's find them. Straight away. Drone, perform a search.
Security's onto you. They're sending some goons your way.
Stay down. Still out there.
Erase complete. I'll get our friend on the line while you get to safety.
keep looking.
Sierra 42, Sierra 42, this is Control. An alarm has been activated near you. Survey the area. Over.
Seems like Albion had very clear CCTV footage of our prospect sticking up a betting shop. Emphasis on had because it's gone now. They'll have to find someone else to plant their false evidence.
Oh, fucking nice one, Bagley. Shall we inform her of her good fortune, then? I am your dead set contact. That data scrub you asked for is done. You're clean.
Just so you know, I don't make a habit of robbing bookmakers. I was in a bad way and, well, it's behind me now. I owe you.
You can go your own way, or you can join DedSec. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Excuse me. Kidding me?
Listen, just calm down. There's no point. No. All right. Okay. Of course. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Oh, pardon me.
Shove that hold up your
Yep.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
On it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Wayne Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
That new drug? Right. The cops were trying to keep it off London streets.
That's more me.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is suspicious timing, if you ask me.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Yes, right.
Don't see that every day.
Look,
Not tasty.
please. I'll really do anything.
That's a war zone. We don't want a police state.
I've taken the liberty of perusing the shipping manifests. Clan Kelly took possession of 3 crates originating from Cairo.
Those must be the crates with the Chronos X. Now let's get in there and smash them.
About that, the crates have some kind of trap mechanism that releases nerve gas when tampered with. Surprisingly creative security measure. Normally they rely on burly lads with sacks of doorknobs.
Smash crates without touching them. How hard could it be?
They won't be hiding for long. Drone, have a look around.
This one looks tougher.
Ah, that's it. I'm calling it cool.
the lot. That'll make the streets marginally cleaner. Get out of there. Well, the supply is taken care of, but the supply line is still functional.
I can help with that. Clan Kelly gets their Kronos X out of Cairo through a broker. Abby Tran. I found out through an informant that she accompanied the latest shipment.
Then we might be able to find her at the shipyard.
We need to keep that rubbish off the streets.
This is the shipyard where Clan Kelly received the Kronos X. Time to find Abby Tran and make sure she doesn't broker any more deals.
I've looked into this drug. It was developed for the military. In low doses, it heightens reflexes, lowers response times, turns soldiers into killing machines.
My guess is this drug was never meant for the streets. It was meant for Clan Kelly's thugs.
You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby.
Stupid malfunctioning hunk of junk! How?
Figure out whoever's hacking this thing! I want this hacker found!
Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out. Well, Abby Tran won't be brokering any drug shipments in that state.
Great work. Kronos X was on the verge of becoming a huge problem. You've saved lives by keeping it off the streets.
And if Clan Kelly is cut off from their supplier, that means they've one less way to make money. I'm taking that as a fucking win.
We're not done by a long shot. But this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, no, I told him that. Yeah.
We have the duty to...
Maybe there's hope.
Security has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Let's say hi then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Great. We're dealing with a paranoiac.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Grand.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
I'm seeing windows. Any thoughts, Bagley?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
I'm on it. More funny money. This Hamish doesn't strike me as overly welcome, but he is good with traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I'm on it.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Pardon me.
Yeah. Proper fucking talent here. Arsehole.
Huh?
Cheers to you, mate.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, no need to get excited.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
No. In fact, we're more like the opposite.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you've got to, but you've got to run, now.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know. Why else would I be risking me arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend of ours. He tried to kill us and had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what...
Move!
Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Suspect is gone. Issue an APW.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
What the hell is going on? All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Right. Right. She said what? That's right.
Okay. Jesus, I don't even know if we could get in there.
I'd like to help, fam, but I just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Gotta keep these cunts on our toes.
Don't let the tit-head get away. Drone, enter search protocol.
Hey,
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
that's the point. Nigel Cass is pitching some sort of big project that's sure to make life difficult for everyone. And we've got to know what it is so we can learn how to stop it.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Let's have their information.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Congratulations. You're the chosen one.
Acknowledged.